What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we've got mods for the Mark 8. We've got a couple of mods actually, but before we get into that, we've got a new care package, right, from Clark Tools by Machine Mart. So Machine Mart, they supplied the toolkit before, the big tool chest we've got, and our quick racing jack. But unfortunately, with the quick racing jack, although it is really nice and lightweight and easy to use, I can't get the car high enough for what I need now, because I need a big heavy 2-ton jack basically, and that is what they sent out. And here she is, our beautiful brand new Clark strong arm 2-ton ultra low profile quick lift jack. As you can see, it's ultra low, so it sits really low to the floor, so to save you having to drive onto blocks of wood or whatever to get it under your car because your car's lowered or got a splitter kit or whatever it might be, it goes straight under without any problems really. That is the major thing that I really wanted with a jack. Like, having the low profile on it just saves you so much time and ag. So we've got low profile, it's quick lift, it's 2-ton jack. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to use it. So you're probably just gonna see it in every video now I've been using it, to be honest. But definitely check out Machine Mart and their Clark Tool range. It's really nice, high quality stuff and does a job perfect. As you'll see now, because I need to jack the car today. So I'm gonna be using this to get the car up in the air. As you can see, lowered car, went in no problems. It's not even all the way up. It can still raise the car higher, but we've got plenty of room underneath there. So we're going to throw an axle stand underneath, jack up the other side, get the other axle stand in, and then we're going to get to fitting today's modification. We've got two axle stands underneath, and we've also got the jack just sat there, just holding the weight of the car as well, just to assist with it. Just because worst case scenario, axle stand slips, I also have the jack there. Just as you have it out, you might as well use it as the precaution. But it's actually already made my Christmas having that new jack, because it's so nice and easy and lifts the car so much easier. So I'm very happy with that. Now, on these you have to remove the under tray to fit the part we're fitting. Guess the part, you've already guessed it. But on Mark 7s don't have the under tray bit there, but on these they have it. So we're going to have a look, see what we need to remove the under tray, get the under tray off, then get to fitting our new part. Okay, so I thought there was a problem with the torque mount. I just thought the stock one and shit itself because it's being really crap and wheel hoppy, but I don't know what brand this is. I'm not going to say the brand either because I'm not putting anyone in shit, but that bushing has removed itself from the torque mount, which is extremely bad and dangerous. So luckily today's video is installing a brand new Airtech Motorsport torque mount that we stock on b7performance.com. Make sure you check them out if you're interested, but that is very bad. I thought the stock one had just given up because it was wheel hopping really badly, but clearly there's a major problem with that. So we're going to remove it now and fit our new one and get rid of that wheel hop, because this is a wheel hop delete video, so you can put that power down even though it's icy and not the right weather for it. But yeah, that explains a lot and it's kind of terrifying at the same time. So check your torque mounts, guys, definitely do that. Even if you have a new one fitted, definitely always worth checking them, just make sure they're still okay and safe, and if they're not, grab a new one from b7performance.com. So we got it out. If you noticed, I think it may have been over tightened or torqued, or it just could have, where it's been hot, it's got itself tighter over time. It's a 15mm at the back, 16mm at the front. What I would recommend if I was to do it again, because I've never really looked at a Mark 8 one before, is do the front first then the back, because if you do the back first and remove the back completely, the front will be able to swing with the engine, whereas the back one connects to the actual chassis of the car. Or what I did was I removed the back one, then threaded it in a tiny bit by hand, remove the front one, but as you would have saw, I was hanging off them for dear life on a 3/4 ratchet, or half inch ratchet, sorry, and I couldn't get them undone. So I got a breaker bar, an impact socket, and then just made sure I kept it straight so I wouldn't round it off, and it was able to break it. So if you're struggling and you don't have a breaker bar or anything, what I'd recommend is use, say, the metal pole that goes into your jack. It usually detaches. Get a metal pole and be able to slide it on top of your ratchet. It will give you the leverage to be able to undo it, but make sure whilst doing that the socket is directly on it, because if it is at the wrong angle it's going to slip and it's going to round your bolt. But we've got this out. As you can see, it seems to be, it was a stock mount and then it's been made into like a hybrid, but it's not worked because they've pressed the mount in and the bushing's pressed itself out. But now I actually can get a proper, really nice, full billet replacement mount. So I'll show you this compared to our brand new AirTech Motorsport one. So, there we go. AirTech, stock, with random bushing. As you see, this one is a lot wider, it's also billet, and it's lovely. We've got the purple bushings in this, so you can get yellow, purple, or black series. They're Powerflex bushings, so they're a really good brand. I went for the purple because an in-between. Yellow is still an upgrade from stock and it's going to eliminate wheel hop, but purple's going to eliminate the most, but you are going to get a little more vibrations and stuff coming through the car. Black series is like full out track car style, but I didn't really need that for the Mark 8. The purple's a really good fast road / track. Black's more just track, and then you've got your yellow, which is just fast road really. But this is a lovely, lovely torque mount. I can't wait to get it on. Like, look, this looks awful in comparison to this. Like, look at that. That's day and night, night and day, whatever way around you want to say it. But it is definitely wider, so it's going to be a bit more of a challenge getting it up into the stock location. But once it's in there, it's going to have so much more benefits compared to the stock one. So it's definitely worth it. I'll show you the fin on as well in case you're doing this at home and you want to follow along. And then we get to the next mod as well. Okay, so it's got to go this way around, doesn't it? Well, that's not too bad. And there we go, boys, she's in. It was a bit of a tight fit, but it wasn't actually that bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse than it actually was, but it fitted in pretty nice. Well, I'll say pretty nice, it just fitted in really well. And then I've tightened it up as well. I'm going to look up the torque setting and torque it, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter too much with the torque in them, as long as they're tight but not over tight that when it comes to removing it, you could risk rounding it, because you don't want to round that off, do you? But yeah, it's in now, which is good. I can now take the car back off of the axle stands. Before I did that, I put the under tray on, back off the axle stands, and then we can fit our next modification. So we're doing well. This is a 100% success rate so far, so that's a good one. So for our next modification, nothing shows speed quite like wind deflectors. I've had these since like the summer, because the whole point was so I could have my windows down in the summer and not hear the wind noise. And they look cooler anyway, especially as I feel like, because it's a dark grey car, with these being like tinted, kind of makes it look a bit better as well. They've just been sat there and I keep forgetting to fit them. And I thought, no, today's the day we fit them. So I'm sure people know how to fit wind deflectors, but I'm just going to show you me fitting them anyway, just so you've got something to watch. But before we get into that, I want to quickly show you the E36. So I actually recently picked up some new wheels for it. These are like my favourite wheels, like that BMW did. I may get them refurbed as well, because this one's pretty janky over here. But I have loads of wheels for the 36, but they're 15s instead of 16s, which is a shame, but it's cheaper tyres, so good for skid days and stuff. And I also just fitted the rear shaft the other day. Just got a shaft in and out. Probably can't see it. But yeah, so the car is now drivable. Oh, the interior looks sick. Got a Born to Drift short shifter bolt. It's got the hydro, the Adam Mills E-Sign steering wheel. Got my seats. It looks lovely. I do want to get a doubled in screen for here, but I'm not sure where I'm going to have to relocate my fans to, so I'm going to think about that, because I do want it, but if it's not practical, I don't want it. Also, obviously, engine and everything's all in and running. All I'm waiting for is to be able to get this out now. I just need to bleed the brakes, and then I can fucking drive it for the first time ever. I've owned this car since February, right? I've still not driven it. I waited for the engine, that's done. Then I had to do this, then I had to do that. I've put the exhaust on it now as well. Looks bad boy. So the car is ready. I've even sorted out beyond that of what's next for this car, so it's going to look really cool really quick. But I'm just waiting to be able to get out my unit and enjoy it. So really excited for that. But yeah, let's go back to the market anyway. I just want to show you that because I love this E36. It's just like, I feel like I don't own it because I've not even driven it yet, and I've owned it for a long time now to not have driven the car. I sold my M2, bought and sold my M2 in quicker time than I've had this, and I've not even fucking driven it yet. So very simple, put your windows down, fit this in. But some people buy these used without the tack. These are still gonna have the sticky bits, so I'm just gonna pull the tape off. They do come with metal clips, but I'm not being funny. I've never fit them with the metal clips. I'm sure most people haven't. They're just annoying. And they usually just make the window go straight down when you try to put windows up. So after we do fit these, you'll probably have to reset the windows so it knows how far to go up, because it thinks like your finger's trapped in the window when it hits the wind deflector. You probably thought it was about to snap in half there when I was fitting it. I thought that as well, but it didn't, so that's a win-win. But yeah, they already look better. Like, I love that. I think that's cool. I don't know if you guys think it's cool, but I think it's cool. I'm just going to throw the other one in now anyway, and then I'll pull this out and show you this outside, because you can't, the lighting's not the best in here for you to be able to see the car properly. I know it's not a big difference, but it's cool anyway. And there we have it, boys. So much better. Look at that. I don't even care. These look so sick. I know it's like a silly little thing like that, but even like matched with the indicator and that, it just gives it a more sporty look for some reason. I don't know why. Just one little thing like that can change a big difference in the car. But as you can see, it's getting dark. It's cold. As you can see, probably by the coming out of my mouth. So we're gonna head back now and yeah, wrap up this video. But I want to get out of the cold and into the warm. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10, yeah.